Charlotte. When I was 8, my family moved into an old colonial that was built in 1810. My father still lives there. Until I was 17. Every time I fell asleep, I would feel pressure next to me, as if someone sat down on the bed next to me. This would always be accompanied by a feeling of increased pressure in the air. Although I knew this probably didn't happen to everyone, I didn't think about it much until I got a cat. It was a present for my 12th birthday. Every night, he would come on the bed near my feet. Every night, he would pull himself out of a dead sleep and stare at something in the doorway before lifting it from there. After a few moments, the pressure will return again. While there was something weird going on, I didn't really question it. Perhaps the cat was just nervous. I didn't talk about this night's event to anyone. However, you have referred to this sensation, presence, or whatever you want to call Charlotte. I don't know why. So, one day in the summer when I was 13, an elderly man and his middle-aged daughter pull up to our house and explain that the father lived in the house with his aunt while he was a boy and that he raised his family there for a few years. They had been visiting family in the neighborhood, and they wondered if they could take a tour for old time's sake. My mom said sure. She, my sister, and I led them around the house, and they recalled different memories. Afterward, my mom asked them if they remembered any strange occurrences or stories about the house. Like ghosts, the old man asked and chuckled. His daughter became very quiet and said firmly, "It's not funny, Dad." The man explained that everyone who slept in one bedroom felt a little unsettled, and his daughter interrupted to say that she always felt as if someone sat on the edge of the bed as she tried to go to sleep. Her father said they used to joke that it was just his aunt looking out for them, his Aunt Charlotte. This confirmed what I did not admit to myself. I've had a scary ghost in my room at night for the past 5 years. However, going to bed has never been terrible or scary. I just tried to ignore the feeling when it came. Until one night, when I was 16, my parents were going through a strange patch in their marriage. I was depressed and, in general, it was a strange year. I went to bed. After about 20 minutes, the cat moved to the usual bed place, and I felt the familiar pressure on my sides. Then I felt a hand brush through my hair. Then I ran straight downstairs to the living room, where Mom slept. I woke up when I broke into the room and saw my face and asked what was wrong. I told her I had a nightmare and left it there. I spent a week sleeping in the guest room. When I got the nerve to go back to my room, I was nearly asleep when I realized I didn't feel the pressure next to me. I did feel pressure in the air. I rolled on my back and saw the figure of a woman in her 60s, wearing a house dress with her hair pulled back in a bun and her arms folded. She was looking right at me, very concerned. When I found my voice, she disappeared. I said out loud, "I don't care if you stay, but I can never, ever, ever see you again." I never did. However, a few years later, after my parents divorced and my dad moved in with his girlfriend and her 4-year-old son, I wasn't really surprised when she told me her little boy said a lady named Charlotte told him stories at night.